Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things. This is part 2 of the September paper pumpkin, and I'm going to do mostly a showcase, but just wanted to talk about a couple of quick tips before I continue on. I went ahead and took some of the colors, the core colors that were called out, and I wanted to say that most any embossing folder that you have would likely work. So I've got some here to show you. I have, this is Mossy Meadow, and it is the new Evergreen embossing folder from the fall catalog. The new mini. This is Tin Tile on Old Olive. I think the Pinewood planks would be great, and I will be doing some photos. And then the black, this is with Scripty, but just showing you some ideas for backgrounds. You can just use these full or partial. I want to try to take this layout, which I'm going to give you a tip on in a second, but I really like how this looks as a fall card, trimmed down with a little bit of the white from the base showing. So for the tips, the centers of the flowers do pop out. If you don't like that look, you can either leave the centers in, or you can put pearls on the centers to dress it up. Either way works. The leaves, when you get to them, they actually are, as you can see, the die cut went all the way through. I haven't tried to form these in any way, so just be careful. The fact that they are split, and that's how you can see the veining in them. So the little white dots on the edges I have been trimming off. This one is a really good one. It has actually, well, it's a good one except this one corner. So I have been cleaning off all of the little white chads or tails, whatever you want to call them, as I go. And because of the cat is solid, so if you wanted to edge him in any way to make him fully dark, you could take a black Mini Marvelous marker very carefully just around the edges if you wanted to, but I'm okay with how he looks, so I'm not wanting to do that. And because of the pumpkin, I haven't been doing anything with the flowers to darken them up. I'm just leaving them as is, except trimming off their little tails on their edges. And I have been using the sheet of dots that came, and to work with them I've had really good luck using the poker tool that comes on the Take Your Pick tool. I have been kind of pre-laying out, and then I put my dot down and I pop off the white, which comes off nicely, and throw it away. And then I have my dot in place, and I place my flower where I like it. Just one second here while I get things laid out better. So that's one flower. It's not attached to the black. I'm kind of doing these in layers, and I'll show you a more elaborate one. I'm really liking the fall thanks look. The one sentiment I am considering adding to these is the Season of Thanks sentiment. And I didn't get it ready, I'm just talking about it, and we just moved, so everything is put away. And so I will put that in the supplies list. You just may see that sentiment season of thanks on some of these as I get them finished up. Alright, so I went ahead and I've got my flowers. They're together. I can move them around freely, and then at the point where I'm ready to attach it to the lace, the black lace, I'm just going to add it to the bottom, pop off the top. Once it's stuck, the white piece comes off pretty well. I say that and then I have a problem, of course. There we go. And it just kind of flips off. And so want that to be on the corner, and then this is in the opposite corner. There, so that one's went as much as easy as the others that I have been doing. Alright, so now that I have the lace covered, I can then add the glue dot backing underneath and hide it underneath these flowers to attach to the Give Thanks layer. So working from top to bottom is what I would recommend, and using some sort of pokey tool to help so your fingers don't get a workout trying to get the backing off of the double-sided adhesive dots that come with the kit. Alternatively, you could use your own dots and not use those at all. Alright, so that is one layout. I'm going to now pick this up. It needs a little more work. And bring over, I have done one other masterpiece to show you. And that's this one. And that's when I discovered the best way to take these double-sided adhesive pieces off of the plastic and then put them on the backs. And you can see I went ahead and got rid of all of the little hanging ends. My embellishment are these little shimmer, gold shimmer dots. I kind of like the holes in this treatment, and I plan to do more than one of these. This is my mock-up, and I will be doing some more. They will probably all look somewhat like this. And then another one that I did, I know I said I wasn't going to do Halloween, but I haven't been able to avoid it, doing some at least. So this piece is separate. It doesn't really say Happy Halloween, but I used the Halloween elements to create kind of a fun card. I wanted to use all of the bits, and we've got the witch's hat and the spooky cat. And so that is a third one that I have created. And with all of the backing pieces and a couple more put together Thanksgiving pieces, I'll then do a showcase. And that will conclude part 2. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please leave them either on YouTube or my blog article. I will include any additional supplies, including the embossing folders you see here. If I do pull out that sentiment, you'll see that. I think it's small enough to fit on this. I'm not quite sure. It's close. So if I end up needing to dig out a die cut or two, that will also be in the supplies. And if I come up with any other interesting tidbit for the assembly of all of these parts and pieces, I will come back. If not, thanks for watching.